Okay, last scenario. If we're given all three sides, we're going to use the law of cosines. All right, and it really doesn't matter which of the three rules we use. So I'm just going to use, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to use the first one. This one here. Okay, so I've got a squared, 90 squared, equals 70 squared plus 40 squared minus 2 times 70 times 40, and I don't know angle A. Alright, now, we do have to be a little bit careful how we solve this. When I do 90 squared, that's going to give me 8100. 70 squared, 4900. 40 squared, 1600. And then 2 times 70 times 40 is 5600 in front of my cosine A. Alright, so I can add the 4900 to the 1600 since those don't have any variables with them. But we have to be careful. We can't add the 6500 with the 5600 because it has cosine A still with it. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract my 6500 and get it to the other side. And then 8100 minus 6500 is going to give me 1600. And then I still have negative 5600 cosine of A. I'm going to go ahead and divide the negative 5600 out. And I get cosine of A equals whatever this is when I divide it out. And that gives me negative 0.2857. Now to get angle A, I need to do cosine inverse of this number. And I get angle A is approximately 107 degrees. Alright, now that I have one angle, I can go back to my law of sines. So I've got angle A. I'm going to do sine of 107 degrees over its corresponding side, 90. And I'll go ahead and get angle B. Sine of B over its corresponding side. Cross multiply. 90 sine of B equals 70 sine of 107 degrees. Divide out the 90. And I have sine of B equals whatever this is when I stick it in the calculator. 70 sine of 107 divided by 90 gives me 0.7438. And then to get B back, I've got to use sine inverse. Sine inverse of 0.7438 ends up giving me a 48-degree angle. Okay, now to get C, I simply need to subtract the two angles that I have from 180. 108 minus 107 minus 48. Oops. Ends up giving me a 25-degree angle. C is 25 degrees, and I have solved my triangle.